morning, everyone. It is Saturday, November, I don't know. But I just finished editing last weekend's vlog. It is 7:15. I have literally been up since 4 in the morning. Last night was my tomato eating live, so I got up early this morning and I think I was talking about in that live how I like to fix my packets up so that the name of the tomato is in the front with the picture. So I was doing that this morning. The time change really messes me. This one, the one in the fall, and it's weird because you gain an hour of sleep. It's the one that messes with me the hardest. Like, I can't get myself right. Like, it's been how many days since the time change? It's almost been a week, and I'm still, my body's just like, nope, not gonna do it. So I don't know, but I thought after editing that vlog today, I think it was gonna be a pretty busy day doing things, and I thought I'd show you. So the next project I'm about to do is this right here. So yesterday I started the process of making a big old batch of cabbage soup. Now, we like ours really thick. I could make it a little bit runnier, a more soupy like, because this is more like stew, I guess you could say, but just add water. But this is my cabbage soup, and I'm in the process. I like to put beef in it, and the reason why I picked up the camera is because I want to tell you this trick that I learned just a few years ago. Crock pot, like those beef chuck roasts, cook them for hours and hours and hours in a crock pot. That was my hot tub timer, sorry. It's very loud. In a crock pot for 10 hours plus. So I started cooking 2 big hunks of chuck roast yesterday at like 8 o'clock, and it's now the next day. So it was finished around 9 o'clock last night is when I actually turned, because I started it again after 10 hours. I started it again. When you do that, it is just like fall apart. And I also have like onion tops. That's what those are. I save when I'm cutting up onions, I save like the skins and stuff, like the parts that you chop off that still have a lot of really good flavor. So I put 2 pieces of chuck roast in here. And the onion tops, a big old bag of those, and then some beef bouillon with some water. And I just slow cooked that. And now, I mean, it is so good. But I was going to do this last night after the live, but then I was just so tired. I get so wired. I'm like so wired during lives, and then I'd crash. So I'm taking this out. Probably would be easier to do not in a spatula, but it's just like falling apart. And I don't like chunks of fat. I can't do it. So I have to pick through every little piece of this and take off every little bit of fat. Maybe not every little bit, but a lot of it. And then I'll add probably most of it to the cabbage soup. We did eat a bunch of it. Well, I don't want to say a bunch of it, but we ate a good bit of it last night with some mashed potatoes when it was all finished. Everybody, it smells so good. But that is my trick to get these, because I have cooked before where you just cook it even for 6 hours, not long enough. Meat goes through like stages, and this just cooking it long and long. And I think, did I tell you? I just kept it warm overnight. Yeah, I just hit warm, got it warm. And then this morning I turned it off so that it would cool down enough that I could handle it. But it's going to be, oh, it's so, so good. But yeah, so that's my trick to getting those pieces of meat that can end up being tougher if you don't cook them long enough. Just cook them, and then cook them some more. And they do soften up to be like, literally, it's like butter. It is butter. Yummy, yummy butter. And then I was thinking, the juice I might freeze. I might drain it and freeze it, because that would be so good as gravy or I don't know. I could use it for something, or a soup base, because it is just, Yeah, soup base. I should make some soup. So, and then, again, fridge is still broken. Yay. So, this will all get separated out into different portion sizes and frozen. Wanted to update you on this. So, in the last vlog, I had told you I was going to make these wider, and I did. There was another shelf, and it's sitting up here on the top. I know these are so bright, sorry, but the top was like right here, so we moved it all the way up to the last rung that could be put in, and I think this is nice spacing. So this one right here in the middle is like the widest, I think, or the bottom and this one are pretty much the same, but I think things will be happy this way. And then I added another light, so to each of these, and I had one left over. Where's it at? Where's the last light? Oh, I put it up there, so there's the corner of it hanging. So it'll get used at some point when I go to figure out another shelving unit for my dwarves that I'm going to try to grow. So let's see, have we germinated yet? So you saw me, ooh, oh my gosh, that was not there yesterday. This is Keena's. Oh, look, Keena. There you are. Me. Do you see me? I'm popping up. You see the little purpley thing right there? Me. Oh my gosh. Lauren, where are you at? Girl. I don't see you yet. Soon, I hope. And then I've got a Nano's meatball popping up. Awesome. So I'm super excited. But look at all the flowers. I got to come down here. I talked with Michael a little bit last night after the live, and he said to take the brush part off of, I have a power toothbrush that I used at one point to pollinate a bunch of my plants in my garden. But I didn't take the brush off, so it's nasty. But he said, take the brush off. Of course, I didn't use it to brush my teeth, but he said to take the brush off and come down and hand pollinate. You just turn the brush on and just let it jiggle the flowers a little bit. But there's lots of flowers on everything. The plants seem to be doing pretty well. I should probably twist this one around since that one's the shortest. Yeah, that's better. And this guy, I'm going to turn him a little bit so he's not blocking. But yeah. And then my propagated rosemaries and thymes, everybody's looking good. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, so this year I might be successful with actually having some tomatoes that I can actually test this. Yeah. There's the top, guys. Things are looking pretty, I'm pretty pleased. So, for now, I'm just going to smack them because I'm lazy and I don't want to go upstairs. So, oh, and there's the pretty furry allure. But, yeah, I'm just going to pat them a little bit. It'll get everybody. I had someone ask what size pots these were. So, I've got one plant in 1 gallon pots. And then I have these bigger 2 gallon pots. I'm pretty sure they're 2 gallon. And so I put 2 plants each for those. And just going to need to make sure that I fertilize really well, which I've been doing once a week. And so, yeah, I really wanted to show you guys this because once I got them in these pots, good golly, they just went to town. They were like, yes, let's go. All right. And that's about all I have to show you. And because it's winter, my salad growing is about done. Because once we get going, heating up that pellet stove, it'll go to seed anyways. But if it went to seed, like these are, I don't know why it went to seed. It's only 50 degrees down here, but it did regardless. But so I'm going to end up, I'm going to take these out to the chickens actually and let the chickens devour them. And then I'll just toss the whatever's left as the soil. They'll probably get in it and mess it all up, but I'll put it in the compost or one of the garden beds. I'm not sure. Oh, lots of leaves. Oh, dang. So clearly we had frost. All the leaves are... But I do have... Oh gosh, that smells so friggin' good. I definitely got some okra here. I need to save. Well, look at that. I have not watered or anything after I planted these, and they still are trying to do something for me. Pretty fun. Lots of leaves. I need to come down and harvest all these beans. Still. I love these. Look at the colors. I'm going to grow so many straw flowers next year. I hope they're just everywhere. And look at that, it's frost hardy. I don't remember what I planted there. Alright, so this is what I came down here for. And Pepper's looking a bit rough. Yeah, so the plastic's already off of this, so that's good. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so but this is what I came down here for. All these little cappuccino children. I want to save seeds, but they get brown like that when they're fully ripe. I have to look up to see if these are edible or if it's just an ornamental plant that is fun to grow. Good morning. So it's the next day, and I forgot after the last clip that I showed you that I was vlogging. So I thought, well, you just did so many things and didn't show anybody any of it. Vlogging is, you know, at least when I do it, I like to show you little clips of my day. But so I'm out in the chicken coop now, giving my girls their daily scratch snack. They're molting, so it looks like a massacre in here, but I thought I'd show you the girls that I have left. I never talked about, we lost one more a few weeks ago. So I think I told you about Blue. Yes, that was the day we lost Blue. I just came into their run here, and I found Blue dead. That was the day I was supposed to go and meet Lauren for the first time. And so it was already like an exciting day for me. So I didn't take the death of Blue so badly. But Taggy, I came in one day and all the other girls were picking on Taggy, like very badly. She was screaming and she had her head shoved between these two bales of hay, trying to hide from them. And I hadn't really noticed anything going on with her. She was always the biggest out of all of them. And when I picked her up, it was, for me, like if I don't pick them up, it's hard to tell. She was always so big, but then like that day I kind of noticed, I was like, oh, she looks a little smaller. And when I picked her up to check her, because chickens will eliminate another chicken of their flock if there's something wrong with them. No one ever picked on Taggy before, so I thought this was weird. So when I picked her up, she was skin and bones. Now, when I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there's a lot of times where I don't even get out here to see the girls. You know, Sunday night, I make sure the waters are full, the feed full, so that if I'm not able to get out here in the evenings to check on them, they're okay. And I can also see from the kitchen. So I'm not sure how long they've been keeping her from food, or if she was sick, or just, I don't know. But I could see she was suffering. Something was wrong. She was doing this weird thing with her neck, and she was skin and bones. We separated her from the rest of the flock for about 10 minutes, and then I realized that something was very wrong with her. So we decided to cull her, and I took it really hard. I cried all dang day about that chicken. If you go way back in my vlogs when I first got my chicks, Taggy was the one, and her name's Taggy because of this. She had an issue, like on her bottom there was like this tag of skin, and she was also acting a little weird when we first got her, and we thought we were going to have to cull her as like just a few days old chick, but we just kept an eye on her. She seemed happy, you know, up until this point. She survived 2.5 years. She was about 2.5 years old. And she also had this lump on her neck that just, it kept getting bigger and bigger. I don't know if it was cancer, but when I picked her up that day, that was also huge and rock hard. So I'm thinking cancer, and I think she was suffering. And so I think it was time to say goodbye to her, but I took it very hard. I think it was different with Blue because I found her dead. But with Taggy, I made the decision to take her life. And I think it was the right decision. It was the right decision. She was suffering. But I just think it's hard. It's hard when you say. And I've had to do that a couple times this year. I had to do that with my pet rabbit, Ellie. And then a couple years ago, we had to do it with my dog, Chase. And it's really hard. Even though you know it's the right thing to do, saying goodbye and knowing that you're about to, I hate saying it this way, but it is, you're going to end a life. So that's the update on my chicken. I only have 7 now, so I'm thinking that when, we only have 1 that goes broody, and she does it a couple times a year, so I'm thinking that when, we call her Mama, because she always wants to be a mama. She goes broody again, I think I'll get a clutch of eggs from a farm nearby and stick them under her. That way maybe we can get a couple more chickens. But to update you on what I did yesterday, I did get all the bags of leaves hauled down here. As you can see, one of them busted because I just flung them from the top of the hill here. And I filled up that bin with leaves, and then I started to fill up that bin with leaves on the right there. And I think I'm going to add bins on the back side. So I think what I'll do is try to just add each year, and then I'll have 4 bins going. It takes about a year for them to break down. But I did finish that up, and I finished pulling all of the sticker bushes from the hill here. I need to get this tree chopped. There's some hollyhocks trying to survive right there, which is pretty cool. All the tomatoes died because it did freeze here. Like I said, I've been keeping my peppers alive. They're still going. I believe that this is going to be the last weekend that I get to pick peppers. It's supposed to, I'm going to try to cover them. It's going to rain today, so I took the plastic off. But this Tuesday night, I think it's supposed to get down to 26 degrees. So I don't know. But we'll try. We'll try to see if we can keep them a little bit longer. Now, the plastic did come off of one side at one point. So you can see there is a little bit of frost damage on the tippy tips of some of the real taller ones, like right here. That got bitten by frost. And there's a few right there that got bitten by frost. But, I mean, as you can see, I'm trying to keep them going. I need to get out here and pick, but I'm headed over to Pepperville now to pick those because I am not covering those and they are going to die. They may have died this week. I'm curious to find out because it did get down to 32 degrees Sunday night or Monday night. I also, yesterday, I was going to share it, but I made no bakes. My cat is playing with a bottle cap. And then I also made peanut butter hardtack candy. It's not very pretty. I forgot why I disdained making this. It's hot when you have to cut it up. It's oh so delicious. But man, you got to stir real fast and then you got to cut it up before it hardens. It smells so good. But a little trick for no bakes, if you're somebody that makes no bakes and you make them with white sugar, make them with brown sugar. They're so good that way. I also add some raisins. I've got golden raisins in some of mine, but yeah. So I made some goodies. I've been craving this stuff. It's early in the morning though, so I'm not gonna have any because you don't eat that stuff for breakfast. This you could because it's oatmeal, you know, like oatmeal. Oh, winter. You are not beautiful. At least I don't like seeing the trees bare like this. There's still a few leaves on some, but okay. I'm over here at Pepperville, and it looks like they were not bitten by frost yet. It amazes me looking at this that I am still, and clearly the deer have knocked down the door. Actually, what had happened was I was using, I had to find a better method. I was using, oh gosh, I think I took them. Yeah, these things. So, they have do they have the hook? No, the hook is like somewhere in the dirt here. But, what do you call these things? I don't know, bungee something or other, but they are warped. Like this, you see, I just clicked that now. So, it wasn't the deer, it was my shoddy craftsmanship. But we're going to do something different. I am surprised this is doing anything at all because, again, the drought where I live is something fierce. I haven't watered these. Oh gosh, I cannot tell you when the last time I watered Pepperville. I don't know if you remember that video that I put up. I think I put up a video of the last time I watered it with Ben. It was in a vlog. Oh no, I didn't show that. That's a vlog I still need to edit. So it's like a vlog where we went somewhere. And I was watching it this morning thinking, because I was clearing out my folder of where I've stored all the stuff that I need to edit. And I was looking at that and I was like, oh, that's the last time I watered. I'll put the date up of when the last time I watered this was. It's been a long time. And it rained really good for a week, about 5-6 weeks ago. That's the last time it has been touched by moisture. So I'm surprised anything's happening here. I guess that week's worth of rain, I mean, we got a good bit that week. It was just enough to saturate the ground enough that these things are reaching, I bet they are reaching low, reaching real low for some moisture. But for me not doing it, I didn't even fertilize these things. But yeah, so I've got some picking to do. It looks like I do have some new ripe things. Is this datil? I'm not sure. It kind of looks like it, but there's a newly ripe purple UFO. I gotta get my bag. So I was just gonna give you a quick look. Oh, yep, some more Jess's Purple Peach. This thing is just, I love it. Okay, so the Hulk. I've been waiting and waiting for this to see, for it to ripen. It's gonna freeze. So is this how they look? I'm gonna pick them just in case. Oh, look at that one. I love the ones with like the little tail. So cute. But I don't know if they'll ripen any further, or is this how they're supposed to look? Has anybody grown the Hulk? And no, I mean, it's a huge plant. This is the one that's taller than me. It's so cool. So I'm probably going to grow it next year and hope for better weather. I think things were just very like stunted because of the weather, and then also my complete lack of caring for them. But here's what I wanted to do. Where are those two plants? I said I was going to do it last week in last week's vlog, and it reminded me because I didn't do it, and I do want to do it. There are two really cute little peppers that have, oh, here they are. And I didn't even bring anything to do this properly with, but it's happening. This one's getting pulled out of the ground anyways, so it needs to be saved. Oh, I guess I could put these. So I'm just, oh yeah, this ground is so freaking dry. I'm surprised anything is alive. I'm just gonna be as gentle as I can, and then just gonna stick it in this pot here because I didn't bring anything. I thought about it on the way here. And then we're going to go home and plant these in the basement. This one looks better. I don't know. I don't even know what they are. I'll have to look it up. All right. Let's put these in the car. Try to grow them in the basement through winter. Okay, so these that I'm picking off of this plant right here is Transylvania Slim Jim, I do believe. It's really good looking, I think. But it's got really cool markings on the peppers. And then beside it is this really, really large one that has these really pretty peppers on it. And then I believe the same plant is right over there. And I put those in a different bag. All right, this one here is variegated. Really pretty. And it puts off these. I think I've harvested some before. And these are really neat looking. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bagfuls of peppers. All right, so my mission is to go home and figure out what some of them are, save seeds for, you know, as many seeds that I want to save for them, and then either start drying some of the hot ones, freezing. There are some sweet ones in there, not very many, but there are some, so I'm going to chop those up and put them in freezer bags too, because that's how they'll get eaten. But I think I'm going to freeze some, and then I have a bunch of Pekino, which what I want to do is I would like to pickle a jar. Maybe I'm going to quick pickle some Pekinos whole. I've got white, orange, red, I think yellow too. So let's head home and see if I can get this done. My mission is the peppers because they're going to freeze. I'm not getting any more. So I need to do what I need to do with them before they go bad, because I have last week still in the fridge too. And there is Materville, and I have not yet taken down any of the plants. I started removing last week. I think I showed that I was going to try to remove some, but I just ended up getting a bunch of the plastic, like the tie tape and the tags. But I was going to try to work on it this morning, but I just want to go home and get this pepper stuff so I can get it off my mind. So next weekend we'll come back and tackle that. Okay, there's my pepper insanity. They're all pretty much separated out. by variety. I know what some of them are. I still need to figure out what some of them are. There's my bowl of sweet peppers I'm about to chop up, and my bowl of hot peppers that I have no clue what they are. I'm going to chop those up. There's a plate of some that have like a ton, Sugar Rush Peach, and whatever that yellow one is. There is a ton of those peppers, so I just put some on a plate. Those are the ones I'm going to seed, and then the others I'm going to chop up. There's the Sugar Rush Peach. I'm going to chop those up. Yeah, I'm going to try to save seeds, and from some of these, I want to quick pickle. There's the Bikino, yellow Bikino, the red Bikino, and, oh, no, that's white Bullet. Where is the, oh yeah, there's white Bikino. So, there's peppers everywhere. But, oh, there's some red Bikino that need to go with the rest of the red Bikino. Okay, so, yeah, lots of interesting stuff. Some I need to figure out. Like, these right here, they're like white. They look angry. Same for these, angry looking peppers. These are purple UFO. I know what these are. Basket of Fire, Purple Flash, De Hulk right here. I don't know if these are fully ripe. I'm gonna save seeds and chop them up anyways. Habanero Caribbean Red. There's Cayenne Purple. I think these are, I don't know what these are. These are like the really pretty ones. That might be Cayenne Purple. Look, it's like polka dotted. Yellow Jelly Bean. I think those are 7-pot brain strain. Orange Scorpion, Garong. Garong, I don't know. I got them from Baker Creek. Black, Big Black Mama right there. I gotta figure out what those are, because that was a pretty productive plant. Back there, that big plate, those are sweet blots. They're so pretty. But yeah, woo, I got my work cut out for me. I definitely got my work. And then these right here, I really want to figure out what these are. Teeny weeny, little white. They look like yellow jelly bean, but they're white. And they're ripe. So, Zapotec, this is Zapotec Jalapeno. I believe this is Paper Lantern. These are really pretty. I gotta figure out what those are. These are interesting too. I wish I knew what those were. These are Dreamcatcher variegated. Datil. But yeah, I'm gonna chop these up. These need to get chopped.